From a stolen Ferrari in Florida that was linked to a New England home invasion, and a thief in Arkansas who thought stealing a bus was a good idea, to a tense standoff in Texas that ended with SWAT surrounding a suspect's home, and much more. Here are 6 crazy police chases caught on camera. If you're gonna steal a vehicle and run from the police, you should probably do so in something less conspicuous than a bus. Elvin Richard of Lonoke County, Arkansas, wanted to prove that theory wrong. On August 29th of 2024, the 29-year-old hopped aboard a commuter bus around 3 a.m. in Little Rock. He drove through the night until ASP troopers found him fleeing on Interstate 40. Now, while it might be slow, his bus was beefy and durable. Simple pit maneuvers would never get the job done. Gee, you think? Despite the first failed pit, our officer decided to try again. Maybe if he puts a little more horsepower into it this time.
Are y'all on Pogo yet or not?
Yeah, we're coming back towards 40. We're at Bethany.
Yeah, we're out in front of the Sonic at Bethany and 151. I'm coming up on Pogo now. I'm trying to get in front of it. Alright, hey, go keep the next clear, okay? Alright, Blackman, we're expecting Blackman. We're going westbound toward the...
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, well, you know how it goes. Since pit maneuvers wouldn't work, police did their best to drive around the bus and prevent it from striking any civilian cars. Eventually, Elvin led them into a rail yard where things began getting out of hand, if they weren't already.
Continuing westbound to the rail yard.
Hey, y'all got locked in? Alright, 23 or 297, I'm 28. I'll take the radio. We're still about to get around an hour to the rail yard.
At this point, one officer decided to take matters into his own hands. He approached on foot and let his shotgun handle the rest.
He's about to get stuck on the trap. He's stuck over the trap.
We've got 2 tires that have been shot out. 2 tires shot out.
Anything comes over, okay?
The bus finally stopped, and Mr. Richard was arrested off camera. It's unclear what he was charged with, but it likely has something to do with stealing a bus and fleeing from police. As for the trooper who shot out the tires, he was cleared of any wrongdoing when the county investigated his use of force.
He's about to get out. He's coming out.
Subject gun, suicidal.
January 30th of 2025, Fort Worth, Texas. Police officers have just pulled over a red pickup truck for what should have been a routine traffic violation. That's when the driver, 35-year-old Nicholas Sides, began acting suspiciously, and the first officer called for backup. At the time, Nicholas was on a 10-year probation sentence for an aggravated assault conviction in 2016. He also had a weapon in the car, meaning he'd be heading back to jail if police found it. In the end, he did the dumbest thing imaginable and paid the ultimate price.
People do not want to eat, baby. They're not.
Our officer raced to catch up with Nick, narrowly seeing him take a sharp left turn into a Fort Worth neighborhood. CCTV footage from behind the home shows Nick plowing through the trees and almost crashing through the fence. He gets out and draws his weapon, which is hard to see even when zoomed in right here. However, as he moves away, you can clearly see the firearm in his right hand. Tensions were incredibly high, leading to the first of 2 tense standoffs that day.
Whatever you got. If you don't, it's fine. Okay, put the gun down, dude. You haven't done anything too bad. Come on, stay where you're at, man.
Put the gun down.
Drop it.
It doesn't have to be like this.
Come on, man. No, we don't want to.
I don't want to do that.
That's your only option then.
No.
I don't want to do that.
Dude, you're not in that much trouble. Drop it. No. It's just evading, dude. Come on.
Come on, man.
Drop it. Back up. He might start running us over. Come on.
544, he's trying to back up in the vehicle. Has a gun. 10-4 still
Back
has
up
a
to your
gun.
unit. Back up to your unit. Come on, get covered. Get covered. Carly, load it up. Load it up. Okay, he's turning around. Oh, go ahead. Come on.
544, he's trying to turn around and come back towards us. He's about to get out. He's coming out.
Subject gun, suicidal.
As more officers joined the chase, Nick veered right and crashed near his mother's home. He ran inside after losing a tire, where another tense standoff ensued. At one point, Nick even called 911 on himself.
Fort Worth 911, what's the address to the emergency? I'm the guy having a standoff with the police.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
I'm having a standoff with the police.
Okay. Why are you having a standoff with the police?
It's a long story, but it's happening, and I'm trying to get a hold of my mom. She was in the house. I let her out so that she could go view the police.
Okay.
And now they won't let me call her. I want to talk to her because they're SWAT here to kill me, so I'd like to talk to my mother. They won't let her answer her phone.
Okay, listen to me. I need you to stay on the phone with me, okay? Hang on 1 second. Don't go anywhere. All right? Okay. Stay calm. Just be with me, all right? I'm going to try to help you out, all right?
Stay calm. SWAT team to come in here. They're strapping on the front yard.
They're doing what?
The SWAT team is going to come in the house to kill me.
Okay, well, don't try to comply with what they're telling you to do.
No, I'm not doing that. That's the issue. I'm not going back to prison for the rest of my life. I'll fucking kill myself first.
According to police, SWAT arrived on the scene and escorted Nick's mom to safety. The standoff lasted long into the night. Toward the end, Nick emerged with a weapon held to his own head. Police tried to take him down with rubber bullets, but he wouldn't comply. He fired upon them 4 times, prompting police to fire back. Tragically, Nick passed in the hospital later that night. Thankfully, no other officers or civilians were injured during the chase and shootout. On August 24th of 2024, police in Cranston, Rhode Island were called to the scene of an early morning home invasion. According to the homeowner, a pair of armed masked men entered through an unlocked door and demanded the keys to the couple's sports cars, a blue Ferrari and a Corvette. For some reason, the masked men only stole the Ferrari. Police in Rhode Island, Connecticut, and New York chased the thieves but lost them every time. Their squad cars were simply no match for the Ferrari's roaring engine. Then, on August 27th, police in Palm Coast, Florida spotted the Ferrari and initiated their own high-speed pursuit. Police ultimately lost sight after the Ferrari raced through a school zone. Thankfully, some detective work determined that the driver, identified as 19-year-old Jonathan Costa, had a friend living on Royal Palm Lane in Palm Coast. They set up a perimeter and, lo and behold, spotted the stolen car parked behind the friend's house. With nowhere left to run, Costa surrendered to Florida police without incident. We believe he was extradited to Rhode Island, where he was charged with entering a dwelling with felonious intent, using a firearm when committing a crime of violence, and several charges of fleeing and eluding. Cranston police later determined that Costa and his partner, 18-year-old Logan Slezak, knew where the owners kept the car keys, despite demanding them. This led them to believe one or both men had been inside the house prior to the actual robbery. As of this writing, the relationship between the car thieves and homeowners remains unclear. It was September 9th of 2021. ASP Trooper Mike Bowman was observing traffic on Interstate 540 when a 4-door black Chevy raced by at over 80 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. He flipped on his lights and sirens and tried chasing the car as it took the next exit. Somehow, Trooper Bowman kept his eyes on the Chevy despite it being far ahead. He eventually caught up as the suspects tried pulling a fast one through a car wash. The chase was officially on.
Traffic's you're up now 57. Let me go on Broadway, go to Sports Smith.
Highway southwest towards Maricopa. Page 21, stated traffic update. Fort Smith, page 21.
The female driver kept her foot on the gas despite 2 pit maneuvers and a failing back bumper. She and her female companion, we'll call them Thelma and Louise, ultimately led Trooper Bowman toward a park, where his cruiser became close friends with a tree.
I'll show you coming up on Kelly, Central.
Dispatch division, come up on west.
10-4 attack division.
Left on S.
West on S.
S is at the south.
10-4.
I'm coming up on 50.
With Trooper Bowman out of the chase, it was up to ASP Trooper Matthew Price to finish the job. He caught up with Thelma and Louise as they escaped the park and wouldn't lay off until their joyride was over.
I'll tell you about reach stop.
Get your hands up!
The driver, later identified as Angela McConnell, was wanted by the Arkansas Board of Parole. Her passenger, identified as Brandy Stanhouse, also had multiple felony warrants for her arrest. EMTs arrived to help the woman, but neither wanted to listen. According to one medic, Angela began kicking him while he was trying to treat her. She eventually calmed down at the hospital, at which point she admitted to Trooper Price that there was methamphetamine in her system. From what we can gather, Angela was sentenced to 360 months of probation after a single trial day. It's unclear what happened to Stanhouse after this chase. As for Trooper Bowman, he walked away without any serious injuries. If anything, he was likely embarrassed that Thelma and Louise caused him to crash his patrol car.
Yeah, he's definitely got a flat or something wrong with his car. We're only at 110 right now. He's all over the road.
July 5th of 2024, Arlington, Virginia. A purple Dodge Charger is giving the police a run for their money. The driver, Corliss J., must have been feeling cocky when he shook the first officer. Little did he know, Virginia State Trooper Middleton wouldn't go down so easily. Middleton joined the chase shortly after the first trooper lost visual. That's likely because Corliss was driving with his lights off, also known as blacking out in pursuit terminology.
Going south 395, it's the matte purple Charger. Nope, he cut over, either going north 495 or eastbound 495. He just blacked out. We have pursuit. Going east 495, east 495.
Going east 495 for 2.
He's got a curtain cover over his tag, but it's definitely gonna be that, don't tread on me one. Right on him, we're going eastbound now. Speeds are about 90 and increasing. Stand by, it might take Van Dorn. 10-4, taking Van Dorn, taking Van Dorn.
I'll be taking Van Dorn.
Pushing no direction here. We are going northbound on Van Dorn into further into Fairfax.
I'll be going northbound on Van Dorn into Fairfax.
I'm sorry, southbound, not northbound. Going away from the city.
I'll be going southbound Van Dorn.
Passing Crown Royal Drive, traffic light, speeds 110.
The idea behind blacking out is simple. A fleeing suspect will turn off their lights and vanish into the night. If they pull far enough ahead, officers will struggle to see their car while keeping an eye on traffic. However, turning your lights off doesn't deactivate your brake lights. So, whenever Corliss taps his brakes, the police get a beat on his position. This helped Trooper Middleton stay on the Charger's tail as Corliss took the chase back toward 95.
We're heading towards 95. Yeah, we just got on 286 heading towards 95, 286 northbound.
And on the 286 north.
No traffic coming up on back leg, speeds 100.
Speed 100 coming up on back leg.
Coming up on 95.
Coming up on 95.
No traffic, just past Terminal Road and speeds 110.
110 past.
Might have blown a tire. Coming up on 95 now, passing the exit for 95 north. Disregard, taking 95 northbound, 95 northbound.
Holding 95 north.
Getting on northbound 95 right now. 167 over 4, light traffic, speeds 100 and climbing. I think he's got a flat. He's fish killing everywhere right now. Yeah, he's definitely got a flat or something wrong with his car. We're only at 110 right now. He's all over the road. Coming up on 644, 130. He's fish killing everywhere still.
Coming up on 644, speed 130.
Might be taking 644. Yep, taking 644, taking 644.
Easter one.
I'll let you know here.
Corliss keeps pushing it despite having a flat tire. When his car finally fails him, he relies on his legs to escape.
Coming up to Frontier. Coming up to Frontier, making a right on Frontier.
Turning right on the front.
There's light traffic out here. Coming up to Franconia Springfield Parkway, making a right on Franconia Springfield. Hope you stop and bail out. Go! We're shooting right now!
Trooper Middleton recognized Corliss as soon as he caught him. It turns out the pair had crossed paths only a few months prior.
You stopped for me like 3 months ago, dude. Why are you out here running?
3 months ago.
I stopped you on Eisenhower when it was still red. You were coming from the MGM, said you was there with Quavo. Stopped for your inspection, your dead tags. You had tickets out of Prince William for the same thing. You remember that?
In the end, Corliss was charged with felony fleeing, among several other crimes. His female passenger was also arrested, but she may have been released later that night, having nothing to do with his actual crimes. It's unclear what happened to Corliss after this police encounter.
Got him blocked in.
On September 13th of 2022, police in York County, South Carolina, received word from officers in Charlotte, North Carolina, that a suspect in a stolen blue Hyundai was heading their way. The suspect, 25-year-old Tyshawn Benjamin, was soon spotted in a York County parking lot, at which point police tried to stop him. Of course, most fleeing car thieves don't willingly turn themselves in. Instead, Tyshawn led police on a 15-mile chase that ultimately ended his life.
Show me your eyes! Okay. 416, repeat that traffic. You just don't know.
At this point, Tyshawn is willing to do anything to get away. Maybe off-roading is the key to losing these officers.
Passing 79. Taking 79. Taking 79. We're going right on Dayplow. Right on Dayplow. Okay, that is about it. Copy, Rocket City. Going towards target. Going towards target. Move. Okay, do that. Still on main. We're going to run to Rocket City Department here, Charlie. Chicken King restaurant right now. He's in the parking lot trying to say where he's going to go.
Police tried cornering him in the parking lot, but Tyshawn kept pushing his luck. In hindsight, he should have stopped and surrendered right here.
Wait for us. Chicken King right by the D3 office.
Now let's see that again from Deputy Wedo's perspective.
Pulling another CVS on Cherry.
CVS on Cherry.
Got it blocked in.
Blocked in.
No! Shots fired, shots fired.
Tyshawn was struck and rushed to the hospital once EMS arrived. Sadly, he couldn't recover from his injuries and passed later on. Some people questioned the use of force as Tyshawn was unarmed inside the vehicle. Sheriff Kevin Tolson stood by his deputy's actions. To him, the stolen Hyundai was a 2,500-pound bullet heading straight for his deputy. At the end of the day, I'd rather see a deputy go home in the line of duty than the bad guy, the sheriff said. In 2023, prosecutors ruled in favor of Deputy Wedo, saying he was completely justified in his use of force. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.